Children's and youth mental health is really important because right now, with everything that's going on, they're so exposed to so many different things at school, at home, in the media, that their mental health is really easily impacted. So the point of mental health services is really about trying to get some support in place for them. Sometimes getting mental health services, a lot of people are really worried about saying like, oh, you know what, I'm crazy, or hey, my child's not a problem. It's not really any of that. A lot of it is really just about getting an extra person on your team to be able to support you through everything that you deal with in your life. The challenge is not also being roadblocks for you where it stops you from getting what you want in your own life or what you want in your child's life. A lot of times with mental health, it really is about taking care of it daily, right? Just like how you take care of your physical health, we take care of that daily too. Things that to be mindful of with, if you're a parent watching this, is what's going on with your child. Are they maybe having a lot of tantrums more often than you see another child doing? Or say they're having normal tantrums, but you know, you're really stressed out yourself and you're not sure how to handle your child's tantrums. Another thing is, let's say you have a teenager who is always in the room and not really wanting to come out and hang out with the family. So our work is really about building that relationship between you and the teenager so that in the future they know to come to you for support. In the end, we always want our child to be able to learn how to deal with the life challenges and everything that they go through with school, in the future with their job. So our work is really being able to help and support that. A lot of times what we're doing is really about teaching skills, teaching your child how to deal with the emotions that they have. It can also be about advocacy, helping them to learn how to stand up for themselves in a way that they can really be able to get their message across, and they're not seen as just like, oh, you're doing wrong. Sometimes their anger could be very justified, and our work is really being able to help them express that anger so that they can get their message across and that they can be heard and something is done. Also, let's say you have a kid in your home and you're always wondering like, why are they so moody? It's a lot of times where we have all these emotions inside of us and we don't really know what to do with it. So our work is really about helping them to figure out how to deal with their emotions. CMH, the program, has multiple team players available to help you out. We have the therapist who's really doing a lot of the therapy individually and as a family. As an additional part of our team with the therapist, you also get a paraprofessional. Now the paraprofessional is really here to help out the caregivers. As caregivers, you guys have so much that we're asking you to do, that the school is asking you to do, so how can you do this all by yourself, right? You yourself could really use that time to talk to somebody else, to talk about all the demands that you have. And the paraprofessional is really there to help you be able to emotionally support you and at the same time help you take care of the children in your home. They're also there to kind of reinforce some of the things that you are learning through the therapy with your child and the therapist. What's unique about CMH is that we are a county-funded program. We are contracted to multiple schools. What that means essentially is that we get to provide services on school site. This really just makes collaboration and coordination with the school staff, the teachers, a lot easier, so that the therapist is not working just in this four-walled room with your child or with you and not considering what is going on at the school. We're going to get to hear and talk to the schools directly. We could easily also be helping the teachers to say like, oh, hey, you know, we know that this child is dealing with various challenges, and so we're going to help the teacher, give them tools to figure out how to support the child too at the same time. So it really is a great benefit if we are also at the school that your child is going to. But we're also not limited to that. We can also provide support to anybody who is not at one of our schools. We're doing community-based or also clinic-based work. Hey, we get it. There are so many needs in the family, and for us to say, hey, let's just work on the relationship, yet here you are worried about, do you have enough food on the table, or how's your housing situation, looking for a job. The paraprofessional is also there to help out with the case management. It could be linking you to tutoring services for your children, some recreational clubs. Let's say they are really great at some type of sports or arts. We're there to help find those low-cost programs so that your child can reach and access those type of services. Another type of service that we also have is medication management. So we do have medical practitioners on board where they're able to do a psych evaluation and prescribe medication as per the needs of you and your family. We are definitely not going to pressure you to take any medication if you don't feel like it. It really is just more about having an extra expert on board to help you decide if this is something that would be helpful or not for the child. I know one of the questions about mental health and therapy is always this concern: is it expensive? If you have Medi-Cal or no insurance, your services are covered by Medi-Cal. If you have no insurance, then we do have a really great sliding scale for you where it's extremely low cost for all the services that I just mentioned. It truly takes a village to raise your child. For yourself, if you are a teenager watching this, it's hard to do this all alone. In the end, we're really here just to say, what is it that you need? How can we help out? And let's just focus on that.